Hey guys, so the pictures on the left are me when I started my journey. The pictures on the right are me a year later. In that year, I learned so many things that were not on YouTube and were not on social media. And my goal with this channel is to share those things with you guys. In fact, I had tried everything that I could find on YouTube, everything that I could find on the internet. I tried lifting, I tried long workouts, short workouts, more rest days, less rest days, HIIT workouts, cardio workouts, intermittent fasting, diet pills, everything you could think of, I did try it. And even after all of that, this is what I looked like. And now for a little bit of my background. Okay, I was an overweight child. Actually, I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I have asthma. I do get migraines sometimes. I gained a lot of weight with my children. I'm now 43 years old and I've had a hysterectomy. So at this point, everything says that I was never going to be able to get in shape. It was then that I decided I needed to dig deeper. I had to find somebody who was in the fitness industry or experienced with it that could actually tell me some of those behind the scenes secrets that they don't really talk about too much on social media and YouTube. So one of the first things that I learned was that progress took substantially longer than I expected. This progression that you've been watching of videos is actually the 6 months that it took for me to do proper pull-ups. So a lot of the times we get the idea that, it's not very time consuming or it's not very difficult to strengthen certain muscles or learn these new skills, but it does in fact take a long time and we have to be persistent. By the way, my name is Dixie, and if you are struggling the way that I did, then keep watching. Obviously, the first place that I had to start was with my meals. And one of the things that made it easier is that the list of foods that I eat is not a very long list. And this makes life so much easier. Whenever you're watching these YouTube channels and they do these videos about what I eat in a day and they're showing all these colorful meals with all these different ways of preparation and it's time consuming and all these different things, that only made it so much complicated. Then on top of that, the other huge difference was when I ate meals. It was, carbs are eaten at a certain time of the day and proteins are focused on at a different time of the day. Doing this is one of the things that really made a difference. Oh, and water. I drink more water than I ever thought possible. And here I am actually eating something unhealthy, but it's about the only unhealthy thing that I get, and only before workouts can I have it. While I can't cover everything in one video, what I do want to do is I want to break all the different things that I've learned into smaller videos. So I'm not a personal trainer, but I have learned a lot of things that I want to share. I'm at a point where I'm ready to share these things. And if I can help one other person, then that would be amazing. For starters, stretching and cardio became part of just about every workout. What varied though was what kind of cardio that I did, how long I did it, how strenuous it was. These things were all determined by what else I was doing that day, what muscles that I was working. So this was something else that I learned too. And it's important for me that I'm authentic for you guys. I just want to be open and honest about my journey so far. So here we are with a cardio session, just finishing up, good and sweaty. So I've been going for 31 minutes and this is just the beginning of my workout. So now we start with a warm-up exercise to get the muscles ready to work. This was something that I never used to do, is warm up muscles. I'll also make sure that I have the right shoes on for what sort of activity I'm doing at the time. This actually does make a difference. It's something that I will cover also in a future video. And keeping it real for you guys, something else that you are going to see is me not always sucking in my stomach or stressing over getting the right angle for you guys. My focus is getting the right information to y'all. Again, I want to just stress to you guys that I'm not a personal trainer. I do have a personal trainer, and I hope to be a personal trainer at some point in the near future. But what I'm doing right now is just sharing with you guys the things that I have learned over the last year that I had never seen or heard anywhere else. Something else I learned is that it's not just about slowing down your movements in the gym. Sometimes it makes a difference which point of the movement you're slowing down or which point of the movement you're actually pausing at. And these are all things that I want to go into at some point in the future. I gotta tell you guys that the most frustrating thing that I learned in this journey was the fact that the majority of the fitness people and the influencers that we all follow, we all compare ourselves to, we see their videos and we think to ourselves, okay, if I do these videos, I'll look like them. It's not the case. They give us this idea that they can work out for an hour or so or less a day and maintain this gorgeous body, when in fact, pretty much all of these people are in the gym for hours of every day. Oh, and it's not just what they do in the gym. Something else I learned is that many times the amount of reps and sets that these individuals are actually doing in the gym is substantially more than what we're being told to do ourselves. And we're finally starting to head towards the end of this video. I gotta tell you guys, I've been stressing recording this for so long, and I hope y'all like it, and I also hope that you guys will give me some suggestions on what you would like to see me cover in, the next video. I would like to add that we are all human too. While my workouts are very long, and these influencers that we see, their workouts are very long too, I can't always do a full workout. Sometimes I just can't complete it. I don't have enough time. I have too much to do. Or sometimes I will try to split it and do part in the morning, part in the evening. But my goal every day is to do my best to do a complete workout or as much of it as I can. With that being said, I want to just put it out there, for anyone watching these videos, that it is a lot of information, and the way that I see it is any progress is good progress. So if you take each of these videos and you just add one of them at a time to your life, it will make a difference. And don't ever let anyone else question your journey. The people that used to question what I was doing are now asking me to teach them what I know. And now I'm just finishing up. So this leg day was 2 hours of lifting, 30 minutes of cardio. So it was a total of 2.5 hours. One of the last things I did want to mention too is the fact that my husband and my 3 sons don't eat the way that I eat. So I do have to make different meals for them as opposed to the meals that I make for myself. And although my version of meal prepping isn't exactly like everybody else's, it makes sense for me, and I'll cover that later too, and made my life a lot easier. Tablespoon size servings of apple cider vinegar with mother, has to have the mother, at certain times of the day also made a difference for me. I would also like for you to know that I actually haven't had to decrease my calories. I have, in fact, had to increase them by about 500 calories per day. This is actually my 4th meal of the day, and it is steak, rice, and asparagus. It is delightful, and most of the time I do cook my meals plain without any seasoning. Then, whenever I go to prepare the meal to eat it, then I will add any salt-free seasoning that I want, and the only salt that I will use is the pink Himalayan salt. Now this barbecue sauce, I do use it sometimes. It is gluten-free, it's sugar-free. However, it does have artificial sweeteners in it, which I have discovered that if you are actually trying to prepare for a fitness competition of some sort, you would not only avoid sugar, but you avoid artificial sweeteners too. Looking at me now, just remember, I was not supposed to get to this point. Everything said I should not have gotten here. And that's it for now. I'm actually really excited to share the things that I've learned with you guys. So please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.